I'm JJ Barnes and this is Jonathan McKinney.
Hello.
And you are watching another episode of Writing, Talking and Dog Walking. Hi, so today we're going to be talking about the importance of when you are writing a character, arc them, don't break them.
Right.
So basically, sometimes when you're writing a story, you might get to a point in it where you feel it would be really convenient for the story or interesting for your characters if one of your character behaves in a way that is surprising and dramatic. So say you want a character to go on a murder spree, right?
I do.
Yeah?
Carry on.
So you want a character to suddenly start killing people or to fall in love and have a romantic relationship with somebody, something like that, something that for your story, if that character behaved in that way, it would be a really strong effect on your story.
Right.
But if you haven't foreshadowed it, it isn't called a dramatic event, it's called breaking that character.
Right. So yeah, essentially breaking the character is having your character behave in a way that is atypical to the way that you've established that they might behave in a given circumstance.
Exactly.
And you obviously have to change your characters as you go. So you do kind of have experiences happen to them which cause them to behave in a new way. That's part of storytelling.
Yeah.
But the part of storytelling that is, you arc them there, you don't just
Exactly.
force them over there.
So if you want your character, say, to have a romantic relationship with another character, and that is one that happens in stories all the time, they will just suddenly be like, you know what, we need a romantic, and it happens in TV shows a lot.
Yeah.
We need a romantic relationship between characters. Oh, those two are single, and you get like 2 episodes, say, of, you know, oh, they start checking, and then bam, they're romantic. But it comes out of nowhere, so it throws your audience out. So if you want one of your characters to do something, if you want them to murder a bunch of people or fall in love, I like how they might go do interesting things, murder and love. But you know, you can weave it in early in the story. So if you want a character to start killing people,
Yeah.
you early in the story, you give them some kind of
Well, killing people, going on a killing spree seems like quite a dramatic thing.
yes.
It would be very putting in a story if you were reading a story and then one of the characters who's shown no sort of homicidal tendencies at all starts killing people.
I'm going to put a link up there to knowing your genre, I think, because
Yeah.
I'm kind of talking about that in that, like, you don't throw them suddenly into doing something that's completely out of the genre. So you're right, if you were writing a romantic comedy and you're like, I know, I'll send my characters on a murder spree,
Yeah.
it would throw your audience out.
Hugh Grant covered in blood, apologising to people very poshly.
But say if you want to do the love, you're right, it's probably a better hint.
Well,
or
For me, I think that the danger with character breaks in a novel format is probably not going to be your main character or your primary antagonist. It's more likely to be one of the side characters because they're the ones you're going to use to
move the
get
story
your
around.
main character where you want your main character to go. So you're more likely to use the characters who circulate your main character as props to motivate your hero or your protagonist. And when you do that, that diminishes the quality of your storytelling because unless you can, if you want to have your secondary character influence your main character in such a way that it benefits the story you're telling with regards to the main character, you have to get there with the secondary character too.
Yeah, all your characters, even if they are essentially prop characters, so they are there to circumnavigate your protagonist, your antagonist, and they're there to provide interesting aspects around them, they still have to be consistent and they have to be real. So if you want one of them to pick a fight with your protagonist,
Right.
or
suggest a road trip,
or switch sides, like go from being with the goodies to the baddies, something like that. Just because they're a prop character doesn't mean they aren't still needing to be multifaceted and arced. Like, you can get there. It's real easy to make them, because characters are multifaceted, they are interesting, they are diverse. People in general are diverse. So you can take them on that journey and you can get them into a situation where they would do any of the things that you need them to do for your story.
Yeah.
But you have to plant it in early, and you have to grow it like a little seed, so that when it happens, it doesn't come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Because you lose your audience. You're like, well, that wouldn't happen.
And this might become a problem when you're writing a second novel with the same characters, because for your first story, you might be well mapped. You might be like, right, these people are all around my main character, and that they impact him or her in the way I want them to, so you create them from the ground up like that. In your second story, then you're kind of stuck with the people you made the first time. So it's more likely you're probably going to break your character in the second novel. That's a danger. It's probably better to, if your existing characters are no longer useful to you in the story that you're telling, find a way to get rid of them and bring in some new ones.
Or just mix them up a bit and have a few new characters, because then the existing characters could go on an arc because of how they're reacting to the new characters.
Right.
So if you want to alienate, say, a friend of your protagonist, bring in a second friend for your protagonist who bumps head with that friend.
Yeah.
Because you can
That's
it.
good conflict and drama.
Exactly.
As
It's
well.
interesting. It gets your characters where you need them to be, and it causes that to happen in a way that is readable without booting your audience out. And that is the worst thing you can do. If your characters behave in a way where your audience is like, nah, I'm done.
Yeah.
This doesn't make any sense. They put your book down, they don't read any more of your books, they turn your film off or your TV show off, and they don't watch any more of them, and then you lost an audience. And what the worst thing you can do as a writer is lose your audience. You're always trying to cling to an audience, like grab them and hold them and love them and be like, thank you for being my audience. So if you drive them away with your storytelling, terrible decision, terrible. Make it work for your audience.
So yeah, it is important. There are a number of ways to work it, but you'll find it very satisfying when you do find the answer. And if you've got a situation where you've got characters, you can't replace one with someone else, so as to motivate your main character in a certain way. And you can't really get your existing character where you need them to be. You've got to be creative, and you know,
that's your job. So
do whatever you find most appealing. It's going to have to be one or the other, probably, in those circumstances. But the introduction of a new character and the phasing out of an old one can be interesting drama as well.
Yeah,
as
exactly.
I say. But also, arcing your secondary characters will show a level of competence as a storyteller that your readers will appreciate.
They will,
because
especially seasoned audiences.
Yeah, because
newbie readers might not really be aware of it. Newbie film watchers might not be aware of it. It might jolt them, but they might not be able to understand why they're jolted by it. But if you are someone who is used to reading or used to watching, and that is happening, it will reveal you to be an amateur.
Yeah. And also, people have favourite characters you don't even understand. Like, you'll have readers who love those characters that you're just going to break so you can move your main character, who's the one you're interested in. And those people who are like rooting for the side characters, because that's very common, will be like betrayed by this choice.
And that's true, because you
didn't care about that character.
Yeah, but it
so
shows a lack of respect for the character.
Yeah.
And if you don't respect your characters, as you say, because your audience will love those characters. Don't respect your characters. You are therefore not respecting your audience, because your audience are invested in those characters. They take them very personally. They expect you to take them very personally.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is our video about character arcing rather than character breaking. Thank you very much, as always, for watching. If you could like this video and subscribe to our channel, it will help us keep growing and keep bringing you the writing advice that I hope you are appreciating and valuing and learning from. That is what we are intending to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you have any advice you want us to talk about, any tips or things you've heard that you aren't sure about, aren't sure how to implement, not sure what to do with it, let us know. Drop a comment down below. We are trying to answer every writing question we get, and you'll find a playlist on this channel of questions we've already answered from other writers. So you might find that we've already covered what you want, or you'll see the style in which we do it. And yeah, feel able to talk to us, because we would like you to. You can also come and talk to us on social media. All the links to our social medias are in the comments in the description below. But you can also go on Twitter. I'm Judy Ann Rose and he is John Muck. There's a massive writing community over there that we are part of, and we like talking to everybody who's doing the same job as us, and we like to work all together as a team. So yeah, come and find us. And thank you very much for watching. We'll be back again soon.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.